Where should you live in Central Texas? When people talk about moving to Central Texas, they usually focus on price or inventory. But what actually determines whether people are happy after they move is something else. It's geography. Because these cities sit close together, but they live very differently. And if you don't understand that difference, it's easy to choose a place that looks right on paper, but feels wrong once you're living there. Central Texas is not one market. It's a collection of lifestyles that happen to share highways. Where you live affects your commute, your pace, your neighbors, and how your week actually feels. So let's start west. Lakeway is driven by environment. Lake Travis defines life here. People who choose Lakeway are often prioritizing views and water access and quieter, more self-contained lifestyle. You'll find professionals, executives, and retirees who value privacy and scenery over the convenience. Housing here often leans towards custom and semi-custom homes, and daily life feels intentionally slower. Commutes into downtown Austin typically run about 35 to 50 minutes. But for people who live here, the lifestyle is the reward. Lakeway isn't ideal if you need quick access to shopping or driving 20 minutes for groceries isn't your thing. But if you want lake life, Lakeway is it. Just south of that is Dripping Springs. Dripping Springs is about space and independence. This is hill country living with acreage, custom builds, and buyers who want control over their environment. Many residents work remotely and run their own businesses. Errands take more planning, but the people who choose to live in Dripping Springs are intentionally trading convenience for privacy and room to breathe. If you work in an office downtown Georgetown 5 days a week, that commute's probably gonna wear on you. But if you value land and lifestyle over proximity, Dripping Springs delivers. Now let's move north. Georgetown has strong, recognizable identity, anchored by the Georgetown Square, which is consistently ranked one of the most beautiful town squares in the entire country. The square shapes how the city feels day to day. And there's festivals and community events, and everyday life revolves around it. Georgetown attracts families, professionals, and active adults who value character, connection, and long-term planning. Housing options range from the historic neighborhoods to the master plan communities, and being intentional about location matters here. Georgetown to Samsung and Taylor runs about 25 to 40 minutes depending on which side of town you're on. Georgetown to downtown Austin is typically about 35 to 45 minutes. Just south of Georgetown is Round Rock, one of the most balanced cities in Central Texas. Round Rock attracts professionals and families who want stability, strong schools, and access to major employers like Dell Technologies, Amazon, and regional healthcare systems. Commute to Dell is around 15 minutes, and commute to downtown Austin is about 25 to 35 minutes. That employment base supports long-term infrastructure and predictability for daily life. The city has shared cultural anchors, like the Round Rock Express, which give it rhythm without overwhelming daily routines. And just to keep things interesting, Kalahari Resorts is one of the largest indoor water parks in all of America, located in Round Rock. Now let's look east. Hutto has one of the most fun personalities in Central Texas. It's deeply family-centered, with youth sports playing a big role in community life. The hippo statues scattered throughout the town have become a lighthearted symbol of local pride. Hutto attracts buyers who value affordability, new construction, and future growth, especially those comfortable planning ahead. Hutto to Tesla is about 30 minutes. Hutto to Samsung in Taylor is only about 20 to 25 minutes. Hutto's proximity to Samsung Electronics semiconductor facility in Taylor adds long-term economic relevance without changing the city's small-town feel. And this matters more than people realize. Samsung's Taylor facility is projected to bring in over 20,000 jobs over the next decade. That's not just construction. That is high-paying, engineered tech roles, which means Hutto, along with Georgetown and Round Rock, are positioned not just for growth, but for sustained demand and long-term appreciation. If you want mature trees and historic architecture, you're not going to find that here. But if you want value and upside, Hutto delivers. Now, let's talk about the fastest growing North Corridor. Cedar Park, Leander, and Liberty Hill form one of the most active growth zones in Central Texas. Cedar Park is the most established, attracting families and professionals who want strong schools, proximity to Austin, and mature infrastructure. Cedar Park to downtown Austin is typically about 30 to 40 minutes. Leander blends rapid growth with access, drawing buyers who want newer communities, expanding retail, and rail connectivity to Austin. Liberty Hill sits further north, but it appeals to people who want more space, a slower pace, and room to grow. Now, what ties this corridor together is what's coming. Major destination developments like Scheels, Nebraska Furniture Mart, and even the largest Target store in the entire world are reshaping how this area functions. These are long-term investments that bring jobs, infrastructure, and sustained demand. Here's the reality across Central Texas. Right now, median home prices range from about $380,000 in Hutto to about $520,000 in Lakeway. That's a $140,000 spread. But when you factor in commute costs, time, and lifestyle trade-offs, that gap might matter less than you think. The real decision isn't about price, it's lifestyle, commute tolerance, and how you want your daily life to feel. So here's the simple framework I give people. If you work remote and you value environment, go west. If you commute daily and you want balance, stay north or central. And if you're buying for future appreciation and value affordability now, go east. West prioritizes environment and privacy. North prioritizes structure, balance, and growth. And East prioritizes value and future opportunity. None of these are better than the others. They just simply support different lives. And where you land should support your life, not complicate it. If you want to talk through your specific situation, I do free 20-minute strategy session calls where we narrow down this information together. I'll ask you about your work, your lifestyle, and your priorities, and tell you exactly where you might want to focus your search. No pressure, no sales pitch, just clarity. The link is below. Let's make sure that you land in the right city from day one. We would love to help people just like you because we are people just like you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.